Gentlemen, welcome to the 142nd episode of Candid Conversations. We got BHCG in the building, a couple members of the Brotherhood, and we're going to be talking to them about the latest developments and what makes them one of the latest from the soon to be greatest. We got Chuck Platinum and Skrilla Gambino here right now. You know what I mean? We in the building. Shameless plug. Check out Culture Shock Radio, Zeno FM, Zeno.fm / culture, CULCHA, Shock Radio. And yeah, check it out. We got 24-hour playlist going on right now. We're going to be adding some more songs later on today. And just like adding more songs, we have some well made choices to add to this chat.
Yo,
All right.
yo, what's
Yes.
good, y'all?
All right, all right. We are in the room with Kings right now. What is going on?
What's the word? What's the word? We out here. BH should be safe. Be safe out right now, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yes, sir. Okay. So, like tradition to these quote unquote conversations. I got to start at the beginning so people know where we're coming from and where we're going. So,
Facts.
whoever wants to take the lead, just you know what I mean, do so. But who was the first member to join the BHCF and how was it formed? As a
We gonna
matter of
let
fact.
Skrilla,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
let
we'll let
Skrilla tell the
Skrilla
story.
start.
All right, all right.
It technically wasn't one member. I would say that the origin of BH was me. More so, it was me, Sugar Hill Prophet. Um, I don't know if I'm at liberty to. I gotta tell a story how it happened. Me, Sugar Hill Prophet. Um, Shout out Streets the Block. Um, and it was like two other people that was there. I can't remember per like who was there, but we were at we was at the hospital for God bless the dead. My man Jason Bourne, you know, in his untimely situation, and things kind of bonded from that moment, and it expanded to people that actually had a rapport, and JB would bring together doing these functions and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So we just took it from there. You know,
Mhm.
we
All
here.
right. All right, all right. That's okay. Okay, that's what's up.
That's a
So
fact.
now, I like you see, you can tell the brotherhood because, and it looks like you're the general right now because everyone took a step back and let you handle that. Whatever.
Nah,
Yeah, nah,
nah.
Skrilla is like the main reason, like why we all are together. It's
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
through him, yeah. Cause not for nothing, he was the one that introduced me to Chuck along with my brother Mac, and that's how that started. You know what I'm saying? And then we just expanded from there. So
Okay. 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 So now, when you're talking about the expansion, what areas do you guys cover as a collective?
Oh man, we got production, we got videography, we throw events, we event planners, food, fashion. We pretty much cover everything. A
Okay.
and R, production, we do it all.
don't forget bartending.
Bartending,
Yeah, yeah.
bartending. We got spirits, all of that. We do
We got all
everything.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
All
saying,
right.
if you ever in the Atlanta area, please go High Fat Ways Place. Boy's a dog, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely go holler at the good brother. You know what I'm saying? My boy Ways the Dawn. He
that's
get
Waves with
busy
a
in the
Z.
kitchen.
That's
Yeah,
Waves with a
Ways
Z,
with a
y'all.
Z. Yeah, we do. A lot of people do not spell correctly around here. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother
But
conversation.
yeah. So
Like culture shock
shout out
radio, bro.
Ways to yeah, yeah.
I
Shout out
hear
Ways
you.
to Dawn. Yeah, shout out Ways to you can hear me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shout out Ways to Dawn. You know what I'm saying? If you ever in the Atlanta area, to whoever watching, please. You know what I'm saying? My brother got some good. You know what I'm saying? Good eats. You know what I'm saying? Food for the soul. You know what I mean?
All
Um,
right.
you need videos, high fat cane green. You know what I'm saying? Like we got it's a lot of different things we got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of different things. You know.
About to throw some concerts. We touching all types of markets.
Ooh,
Hmm.
ooh, concerts. Okay. So, what have you found to be the biggest difficulty with putting an event on? Like taking COVID into consideration. Like, what is the biggest problem that you're finding?
Um, it's not really no problems. We was formulating what we was doing for the past 2 years. So we was communicating again, amongst each other, just kind of planning and plotting. And we kind of threw our first event in 2020. We threw like a little frat party. That was in the midst of when the pandemic was really hitting in New York City, but we still did it anyway. You know what I mean? The police came through,
Okay.
tried to
Definitely
shut it
did.
down and all of that. But basically what happened was we just wanted to come up with ways that we was gonna be able to, get more people involved with the movement. So now that, the mandates are lifted up and everything, we don't really have too many problems. It's just, planning and strategizing, and that's it, because things are starting to, venues are starting to open back up. So it's not
Yeah.
really as much of a problem as it was in the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay. Okay. Definitely an affirmative way to look at things. So, all right. Now we have Skrilla Gambino, Well Made Choice, Earn De Niro, and Chuck Platinum here from BHCG. For those of you who are just tuning in on episode 142 of Candid Conversations, and we're here, you know what I mean, just chopping it up. So I want to know, like, did you guys name yourselves, or were these names that you were like, or were you named, so to
Well,
speak?
as far as our artist names,
Yeah, as far as your artist names.
oh, we was all our names. We was
Mm,
all our names.
Yeah.
Everybody had their own identity.
okay, okay. Because like I'm looking at the names and I'm just like, these are not your everyday names. These names have like, you know what I mean? Like I've worked with people for years, and I'm just like, marketability is how easy someone can remember your name, and these are all names that you can easily, like, you know what I mean, remember and find. So y'all need to
Facts.
look them up on Instagram. You know what I mean? As a collective, check out BH underscore Cancun underscore on IG. But individually, you want to tell them what your IGs are.
Absolutely. You could go ahead, Ernst. Start with yours, bro.
I'm saying names Earn De Niro. Earn stands for Everyday Always Real Nigga is an acronym. And y'all can go check out the Experience That Running Narcotics, another acronym for Earn out right now, along with BHCG, Be Safe. But y'all can find me everywhere from Twitter to Instagram, man. Earn underscore De Niro, EARNDI underscore DINERO. Follow
There
and I'll
it is.
follow back.
There it is.
Yeah, you can follow me at Well Made Choice on every platform: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Um, Check out the podcast I got out right now called Each One Teach One. That's each the number one, teach the number one podcast. I also have a project on the way that's in the works, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah, Well Made Choice on everything.
Hey,
Well, you can find me on Instagram, Skrilla Gambino MMXX. Also, you can follow my clothing lines Instagram page at Chose Creations, CHOS Creations, and you can find me everywhere else, Skrilla Gambino.
all
Yeah,
right.
and Chuck Platinum. You could just Google me, Chuck Platinum, and all the brands that come up. There's too many Instagrams and all of that to be naming the brands. But shout out to the B franchise, Rap with Plat podcast, Novocaine Enterprises. But yeah, at Chuck Platinum on every platform, everywhere.
They go Chuck with the just Google me.
That's a that's a fact. I earned that search engine optimization. I earned that.
Yo, that's
Nah,
big though.
that's respect, but that's respect right there. You feel me? Just Google me. That's a flex.
That's the big flex right there. I remember the first time I said that, and people actually were able to see me on Google.
That's a
but
fact.
Like, bro, it feels a way. I'm telling you, and we all know this. Like when you work towards something and it has to be acknowledged by the people who said it wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me that's not one of the sweetest victories in life.
Oh, I
Oh
live
yeah.
it every day, brother.
Oh yes.
Every day, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Indubitably.
Telling you. So, like, to be here as a collective right now, you know what I mean? Overcoming odds and obstacles and all of that. I gotta give everybody their roses as they're standing as a collective because they don't want this. They don't. This is
Yeah,
a
I mean,
Not
problem.
at all.
This
Oh
is
no,
a
a
lot
this
of
is
people.
this is
problem.
spooky,
Uh,
dude.
a
Real
lot.
spooky.
A lot of
This.
people ain't want to. A lot of people ain't want to see the Be Safe album come out. It's a lot of. There's a lot of hurdles, obstacles, and stuff like that we have to go through to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
to have people really tapped in on what we doing and really want to be a part of what we doing is, you know, it's a dope feeling. You know, so
yeah.
shout out to
Definitely is.
everybody that's rocking with the BHCG movement and whatnot. If y'all ain't doing nothing, July 20, what's that, 22nd?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sir.
we having a game night. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I mean, hit the Eventbrite link. Should be on the BH page. And let's get to it, man. Come out and have fun. We shooting a baby video for the. I mean, we shooting a video for the single "Baby" that's on the album "Be Safe." You know what I'm saying? It's a dope vibe. Just come pull up with the gang, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff going on, man.
That's a fact.
that's heavy. Okay.
Can I like speak on something real quick? Just real quick.
By all
I want
means.
to, yeah, I want to give my brothers their flowers, man, because a lot of people don't know. Like we had to really double down on the workload for like the past like few months due to unforeseen circumstances, and we really had to like put in mad pain to get this shit done. So the fact that we made it work and we overcame obstacles and we put out a dope ass project
Can I like speak on something real
put
quick? Just
together.
real quick.
I gotta give the brotherhood their flowers as a collective, man. We did that.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Definitely.
We,
Definitely. In the ninth
Yeah,
hour.
yeah,
yeah. It's dope. And I mean, like, you got a powerful publicist backing it too, man. Like, I've had the pleasure of working with MJ for the last couple of months, and I mean, she's like, I don't know if she's a catapult or a rocket fuel, but she's fucking the things that she's done without like any expectation is remarkable. And if like you could get someone like her on your side, guaranteed changes are gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? She definitely put us in a lot of good, good positions. You know what I'm saying? Just a great person. Built that relationship for many years. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And just her being a fan of the work. You know what I mean? And she's real quiet, but she get the job done, and she knows a lot of people. You know what I mean? So definitely shout out to her.
mm-hmm.
Most definitely.
Yep, yep. I mean, she's got me booked till like September.
I believe it.
Mm,
I
I
have
believe it.
I do two podcasts a week,
I I,
minimum.
be, I believe that.
You know what I mean, man? I'm just like, okay, cool. I'll take it. I'll take it and go.
Yeah, and she rocked with a lot of legends, a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of different cosigns. You just got to know who to build those relationships with. You know what I mean?
It's
And in
true.
this game, it's all about relationships. So I appreciate her. The crazy shit is she did this run on the humble. You know what I'm saying? Just being a fan of the work. You know what I mean? So I pretty much just had to send her the information, and it was basically no charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, she looked out. I didn't mean to put the business out there, but you know what I mean? Like, that's just the type of relationships when you do good business with good people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
She looked out. So, shout out to her and shout out to her whole movement, MJ's Connects, all that.
MJ's Hip Hop Connects. One of the
Facts.
newest sponsors for Culture Shock Magazine, providing me content on the daily, if not weekly, to keep me apprised of what's happening in the game. I mean, We go by Expose the North, but we are a culture shock. Gotta get you that right there. I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I have to do a magazine this month, and I think I have a few pages that are still available. So maybe we could talk about a quick write up or something for each of the Vans them and then throw that in there.
Let's do it. We appreciate all exposure.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we should
definitely.
connect on add on share the shock on IG, share the shock on Instagram, and then we will connect. I gotta
That sound like a plan.
my daughter just came into the room, but yeah. So any one of you add me up or even message MJ. I have to push the magazine back a couple of days because I'm doing an event on the 25th.
Yeah.
Um, that should give you enough time to put something together.
Well, we just added. I just added you as a friend. So if you send me the message, I'll get all your information to the brothers. It's nothing.
All right, King. So we'll do that. Oh man, let me just add that right now. And that's the thing; these are candid conversations right now. So this is what it would be like how we just managed to bump into each other in a general area. You know what I mean? Conversations going in, and like this is where you get to know the artist behind the art. We have FYF here to play in a bit. But I want people to know that as much as we make music, as much as we're lyricists, as much as we're artists, as much as we're businessmen, as much as we're entertainers, you see how many things I've already listed? We're still more.
Right. Right.
We're
That's
still
a whole
more.
fact.
You know what I mean? Like culture shock is we are the product. You know what I mean? So just in saying that, like you guys sound like a group that know okay what you're doing and where you want to go.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah, yeah. That's dope. That's dope. I'm on the wrong Instagram. But yeah, so who like okay. Who's known who the longest?
I s-
Um,
I say Skrilla, Choice, and Mac.
me, Skrilla, and Mac, we all grew up together,
Okay.
Yeah,
basically.
we pretty much from the sandbox with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
We
shit.
from the
All right.
sandbox with it. Yeah.
yeah. I met Earn through Skrilla. I met Chuck through Skrilla. I met Prof through Skrilla. Even though Prof was from the same hood too, but you know what I'm saying. I met him a little later on. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get y'all to say Instagrams again, one at a time. But I'm gonna get y'all to tell a story about your career while you after you give me your Instagram. So it's easy. Like, you know what I mean? Give them like 2 minutes of like your your most memorable moment, let's say. Starting with Chuck. We'll go the opposite. We'll go the other way.
I bet. At Chuck Platinum once again on every platform. I would say the most memorable career move that I made was, being on Showtime at the Apollo. Shout out to Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Doing that. That was my first uh, national televised appearance. Shout out to my brother Prince Newkirk from Uptown Nation. I've been in a group for 30 years. So, a lot of people think I'm solo, but I'm actually, one half of a group, Uptown Nation. And yeah, that was the most memorable moment. From there, my career took off. I haven't looked back since. So, shout out to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey definitely changed my life.
Okay. All right. So we got Skrilla.
Who so Skrilla Gambino, MMXX on Instagram, Skrilla Gambino on every other platform after that. I say for me, performing at SOBs and then right after I got on stage, getting an interview from my brother JB right after. That was like my most memorable. You
Okay.
know, like the vibe that night was just it was just one of those moments like you know what I'm saying? So I think that's like my most memorable outside of, dropping the Be Safe album.
Okay.
like my memorable moments.
All
Shout
right.
out to Ways the Dawn on the check in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got that fab right there. Okay, so now we got well made.
Yes, sir. Well made choice on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, every platform. Um, my most memorable, like recent memorable moment was when we was all at the studio and we was working on a record called Scary Hours. And one of my yeah, and one of my brothers, Mac, he had his verse already laid down, and I had wrote a hook for it. So we get to the studio, we got I think Block had a verse, and then Gorilla had a verse, and Block had a hook already for the song. When he, did it live or whatever, I had told him, nah, I got something better than that. Just give me a couple minutes. I'm working on something. So niggas looked at me like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? You got something? So I'm like, yeah, just let me vibe out for a little bit. So I think Block laid his verse down, and then I had did the hook in the same cadence, but with different wording. And the shit came out super fire. They was like, oh nah, like you want. And then when Skrilla laid his down, that was actually the best that I wrote for that, in my personal opinion. But when he
Yeah,
laid his verse down, I did that hook, and then they played the song straight through. Niggas was like, "Oh nah, this the one right here."
that was a
That
memorable
was that
moment.
was that was my most
Yeah.
memorable moment. So be on the lookout for Scary Hours if you haven't heard it already. Tap into that.
Yeah,
Okay. Then we got Earn.
money earning.
My fault. She was on mute. Once again, earned dinero on all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? EARNDINE. Um,
Okay.
Sound
Get it
underwater,
together.
beloved.
yeah, my fault. My fault. I don't have like one memorable moment. I just this year's been a memorable year just for me personally. Like from me dropping my album, having listened to party, to doing it with my bros, to just different accolades and different recognition we getting behind the scenes. It's the whole year is nostalgic. So
Okay.
And the year ain't even over. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, we only
oh
had
yeah,
half
We
the
on
that's
year.
halfway done, bro.
It's
yeah.
yeah, it's
It's
kind
been
of
a
funny.
classic.
I mean, like, there's a lot happening. I mean, you guys mentioned July 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this Saturday, June 25th, at a private location to be announced to those who confirm their reservation, we're going to be having the fourth Culture Shock Community Cookout.
Nice.
Hmm.
We are going to have some nice chicken. We're going to have the hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff. We got some sides. We're going to have some fried dumpling. I think I'm going to go out and make another Caribbean dish. You're just going to have to show up to figure out what that is.
Fire. Wish we could
Yeah,
cross the
it's
border.
fire.
That
As soon as you can, we'll put another one together.
right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we gonna have to pop out to Canada, you heard?
You see it. You
Yeah,
see
let
it.
me y'all let me know how that turned out.
Yeah.
Let me know how that turned out.
I'll do it.
Ah,
Yeah,
yo.
he on his Gucci Man time when he did this song with
Yeah,
Drake.
Oh man.
So
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I do my performance on the other side of the Niagara Falls. You heard?
Yeah, he gotta do like a Facebook
made it a
Live or
miss.
something.
He just meet
yo,
him at the made it a
That's
miss.
it.
Dude.
we'll make
Yeah,
a
you know what I
cross-border
mean?
connect.
You know what I
Actually, you
mean?
know what?
You got to
See
holler
when
at
you get
Drake or
back.
something. Got to holler at Drake or something.
Drake said he gonna
We gonna
post some
figure this
straight, so
one out.
let me check my
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Let's figure this out. You
Oh
know what I mean?
man, it's like that. Ah, I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. There's some complications on the border crossing over here too. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Nah, man. It's like you try to take a step up, and some people just want you to step back. Nah, man. Like, what do you mean you're doing worse than me, and I can't do what I'm trying to do to help the people that are doing the things that need to be done? What the fuck?
That
Politics.
made no
Facts.
sense, bro.
Politics, bro. Politics. You mean you over
Mm.
there polluting the world, and I'm trying to save a buck? You mad at me, bro?
Politics as usual, man. That's all it
That's a
is.
fact.
Politics as usual.
Mm,
You know.
like it's 82 degrees in the household right here. I'm not even gonna let this trip. This bottle was full ice before I started
Wait,
this show.
yo, hold on.
It's
Your home
82
temperature is
degrees.
82 degrees? That's
82
madness.
degrees in my house, bro.
Oh wow,
It was
man.
what's happening.
Right. That's like hell.
Yep.
He's sitting
Um,
in the my boy sitting in a
and the
Hellcat.
worst part about it is I'm sitting in front of central air, so I got some upgrades that I need to make. No, like the problem is, oh, I could get into it. I'll get into it. Fine. I'll just touch base on it. I seem to have a problem with fixing things, and I
Uh-oh.
challenge myself with things that need to be fixed.
Oh,
So
you
what
did the Heathcliff Huxtable,
I
Ah,
huh?
It's the
Okay.
Heathcliff Huxtable.
that go crazy.
oh man. So long and short of it is, like, I live in an older property, and they didn't do some of the renovations they should have over time. So I've taken it upon myself to convince them it needs to get done in a matter of time. Because if it doesn't, they gonna run out of time, and time is money. So I'm gonna make all their time mine. It's just what it is. I've already cost this property $4 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. No,
That's
they didn't
crazy.
forget. No, I took them to court twice and won.
4 million.
That's a lot of
Oh yeah,
money.
yeah, 4 million because they had to. Okay, there's 60 units on the property. Um, they had to. I know. I talked to the guys who fixed the windows that were outdated, and they said that each to do my house, it cost them about, I think it was like $15,000 to $20,000 in new windows and the time and all the installations or whatever.
Mm.
So even if you take 50, take 20 times 60, that's what,
That
24.
that that equals they ain't
1.2.
fix. That equals they ain't fixing your AC. I get it.
You know the
they
math.
said they said it's
They
either
got you.
you get that insulation or
They got you on the blacklist, my boy.
right.
Bro, listen, they
You might
tried to
have to
kick me.
holler at Robert Reddington.
They tried to kick me out twice. I said, nah, I'm digging in.
Hey
Fuck that.
yo,
Yeah, I dug in,
bullet,
bro. They can't,
bullet.
no. And they sold the property while I lived here. So clearly, what I've done, yeah, clearly what I've done is benefiting the person who bought the
No,
property initially. Well, you're gonna sell
So
property
you
while
the
Matt
man.
lives
They,
here.
that's
Not even
tough.
tell a man you sold the property. What the fuck? What do you mean? How did you? How is that even legal? Like, what? Okay, sure, sure. Like, I'm still where I'm at. I'll take it. Fuck. But no, on the real though, it's like we like this kind of stuff. This is what people need to see. You know what I mean? Camaraderie, jovial conversation. I don't know
Facts.
why hip hop is labeled with such aggressive stigma. Yeah, I do, because it benefits the motherfuckers in the white collars. It
There you
benefits
go.
the white collar society.
There's your
Because
answer.
if you see us up there, they scared, and I don't know why they're scared. We have been, I think, honestly, as a culture, we're the most inclusive, except for
Hmm.
our own.
We
Yeah,
the most.
they don't want
We
that
the
though.
nah. We're the most accepting.
We're the most
That's a fact.
accepting, except of our own.
We accept. We accept everybody. Like,
I
you know what I'm
don't get
That's
saying?
a
it.
It
fact.
is what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody can rap, and then when they get hot, it's he got privilege. Nah, motherfucker, we gave him the privilege. What you mean?
There you go.
We
Yeah.
invite we invite everybody to the cookout, but who inviting us to the lunches?
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
preach, my brother.
He
Preach, my
said,
brother.
He said
Pat,
we invited everyone to the cookout, but who
Pastor
the wedding
Gambino has
reception?
arrived. Goddamn.
Oh man! And this isn't a color thing. This is a culture
Nah,
thing. It's a
nah.
No, it's a
culture thing.
culture thing.
It's how you were developed, how you were raised, what you adapted to, what you absorbed as your own doctrines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a matter of choices. Don't tell me that's the way it has to be. You chose to make it that way. No,
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
no. So
Okay. Not for
yeah,
nothing.
man.
We are the most. They profit off our culture the most.
Yeah, we spend the most.
Everybody.
Statistically, we
Everybody
spend
talk.
the most.
Yeah. Everybody talking about their bosses and they this, they that. Half of these people don't even. Yeah, yeah. You might be a record label owner, but who you got to partner up with to get your record label off the ground?
Hello.
Mm, yikes!
You got to go to them people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, yo,
You
we don't
can't
even own our own culture.
you can't
We
shake
don't.
hands with Satan and say you're a saint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the everybody had an uproar about the Rolling Stone shit. Who was in charge of Rolling Stone? You think that they're gonna have a bunch of people that look like us on they board of hip hop? No, they're
Mm,
not doing that because at the end of the day, they want to stir up the controversy. And what we do, fall right
fall,
into the
Fall
trap
right
as
into the
usual.
trap.
fall right into it.
So it's just
Ridiculous.
that's what it is.
And that's what makes BH different. You know what I'm saying? Is ownership. I don't give a fuck how long the road, you know what I'm saying? How long we gotta travel that road. But the ownership is all about that ownership, and we always gonna own everything. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's
Yep.
all about direct to fans. And shout out to all the artists that's really doing it direct to fans, man, because when you start letting these big corporations get in the mix, then they own you. You know what I'm saying? They own your name. A lot of people ask me, yo, why you never signed to a major label? Because I knew as a teenager I ain't want to be owned by nobody. You know what I mean? So sometimes the path is gonna take a little bit more to go independent, but you can still do it. You just gotta have your own money.
Hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
what we doing out here, building capital and teaching people how to build that capital.
Hmm. All right. Okay. So we're just past the half. Well, we're a bit past the halfway mark. And usually when that happens, I like to flip the script. And when I flip the script, I give the guests the opportunity to be the hosts or at least ask a few questions. So while we're here, I mean, before we get into FYF, do you guys have any questions you might have for each other or of myself?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Since since your home base is Canada and Drake just dropped his album,
Yeah.
I want your honest opinion on that.
You want my honest opinion of it?
Yeah.
Too busy making mine to listen to his. Um,
You- Don't get him kicked off the radio. You know Drake got it up there, man. Don't get him.
It's
I
it's
don't.
crazy because like people
I haven't
people
That was
listened.
a
people saying
diplomatic answer.
I haven't listened to
nah, people
the
keep saying that, yeah, people keep saying that it's killing hip hop, but that's not a hip hop album. That's a dance compilation. And that's how it's being promoted. So it's like when people that say it's killing hip hop, that shit ain't hip hop. Hip hop is gonna live on forever.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And Drake is a different I would put him in a different class in his own because like what I was taught as hip hop, and might come off the wrong way, wasn't as melodic as that. It wasn't as that's more like a pop version of hip
Hmm.
hop,
But
if you will.
but
And I'm
they
not
Mm-hmm.
man, he's put the country on the well, he's helped keep the country on the map. There are other people who put the country on the map. You know what? I gotta
mhm
start talking about that
mhm
for a second. Where the fuck is Maestro's respect? Where's Chaclair's respect? Where is fucking Cardinal's respect? These were people that put on
mhm
classified. These are people
That's a
that put
fact.
on before Drake. Rochester. These are people that put on. So when everybody's like, "Oh, Drake made Canada famous," no, Drake kept Canada in the limelight
no
by doing things in a way that wasn't done before. He used one stream of media and cultivated another and stayed in the face of everybody. And people are mad because he does it. People are so up. You should hear how many are like people are so butthurt up here because he's so successful. And it's like, why get mad at his success when you could do something that puts you in line with it? You know what I
That's a
mean?
because
Like,
fact.
they're mad because they can't do it themselves. They project their own fears on somebody else's success because
yep,
they can't do it. At the
yep,
end of the day, your man done touched what, seven, eight different genres of music successfully.
successfully.
Like not for nothing, Drake musically is untouched right now. Nobody can fuck with Drake. And I think
Like,
this album
Listen,
proved
man.
that whether people feel a way about it or not, this album proved that he's the man and he will always be
Look,
the man.
he is doing
listen. When
something
it
like it to Michael Jackson.
when it
Like,
comes to
I
when it
wouldn't go
comes
that
to
far. MJ is the GOAT of all time.
he's
You
the
gotta
GOAT,
But
and
I
I get what he's
it's
understand.
saying.
I
levels.
I get
understand
what
what
It's
he's
you're
levels.
saying.
saying.
like into,
I
Yeah,
get what he's
like
saying.
into, in the sense
yeah.
of the diversity of his music, like the magnitude of his reach. I don't think he's still got a way to get that far. But we're talking like when we say Michael and Drake, it's like we're talking about Michael and LeBron. There's things that Michael does better than Drake, and there's things that Michael does better than LeBron. But there are also things that LeBron does that Michael didn't need to do. The same way there's things that Drake's doing that Michael didn't need to do.
I see what
Facts.
you're
So
Indeed.
saying.
you know what I mean? Like that's the only way I put them in that same. Oh, we got another person
Listen.
here.
Mm.
Can't be.
Good. It's your
All
boy
right,
Sugar Hill Prophet in the building.
all right, all right.
Papito.
I just want to say this. As far
Yeah,
as Canada, for every Drake, you got an Anthony Bennett.
Shout out
okay.
Toronto.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Shout out
True,
Toronto.
true, true. So let's talk more about the. Let's talk about more of the latter.
As far as what? Uh,
Why we should be talking more about the latter than the former.
um, you can't complain if you complaining about a person's success. Honestly, like Drake put in the work for that. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got people like Anthony Bennett got drafted number one and did what? You know what I'm
So
saying?
my name is Bennett and I ain't in it.
You know, they're drafted number one for what? You know what
Fuck.
I'm saying? It's
Uh,
like you was just put in a position. You was put in a position and did nothing with it. You know what I'm saying?
okay, okay, okay. I see what you're
Like
saying.
people get in them spots and do nothing with it. Do nothing with it. Like with the what's
Yeah,
presented to you.
yeah. The
You know what I'm
opportunity.
saying? And you got people that's dying to get into them opportunities, and you just get there and just squander it. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake took the most of his situation, and now look.
Basically,
You know
they
what I
got
mean?
dealt a bubble hand and still got stuck.
Uh,
Exactly. So it's like not for nothing. You can't hate on the next. You can't hate on the next man's success. Not for nothing. Boss up and get to it.
yeah.
Straight like
Right.
that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, and that's basically the point. Like the time you're taking to complain about someone who, what was it? Someone said to me, someone who's doing more than you will never take the time to criticize
Hello.
Cause they ain't even paying attention to you.
you.
Hey, you not even on the radar, Jack.
For like, I've had people apologize to me for shit I forgot even happened. You know
There's
what I
a
mean?
lot of how about there's a lot of shit I don't even give a fuck about. I'll be oblivious to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't even matter.
So
But be safe out right now.
be safe.
Hello.
Be safe. Like, I got to get you guys back on the Terrell effect. That's where I play the music. That's where we do the spinning, and we talk about the art and everything involved with that. I wanted people to get to know. You know what I mean? There's people who probably didn't realize we had these opinions about these matters until they heard this conversation. So
That's
we
a
could have
fact.
changed the perspectives of whoever's been watching. But to talk about the music before we close out because I have to run. But
No problem.
FYF, what's that about?
Fuck
It's
your
just a
feelings,
it's a
man.
great introduction. It's just a great
Yeah,
introduction.
fuck they
Just
feelings,
telling
straight
you
like
fuck your
that.
Yeah.
feelings. If you like it, we fuck with you. If you don't, fuck your feelings.
Yeah, fuck your
Still
feelings.
rock.
We really don't give a
Man,
fuck about your
Prophet, man,
feelings.
that shit
Love
straight
it.
fucking
Look, it's
Love
hot as
it.
Africa out here. We gonna keep it all the way a stack with them.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Your man's is in 82-degree house weather right now. You
Oh
good, Pop?
man, I'm telling you, I can't even
Hey,
get
hey,
out
he
of
want to say
this,
that shit
bro.
to his landlord right
It's
now.
it's
It's
Right.
97 out here right now, B. It's burning up out here, B. I'm
it's
on fire
82 in
outside.
his house.
It's
It's
Yeah,
in the
82
house,
facts.
in his
man.
house.
In his
In
house,
the
bro.
house.
I feel for you. I feel for you.
Like,
Nigga, feet sweating. You feel me? Like nigga,
yo,
literally
behind the
feet
knees,
sweating.
man.
You know what I mean?
Behind
Like
the
nigga,
That's the type of
knees.
heat you don't even want to breathe in. You feel me?
Ah.
Oh,
A bottle of water
like
sweating.
you
Yeah.
know.
A
So
bottle of water and
5
sweating.
showers a day. Showers like
And,
that.
and this is another thing that the brothers do. We clown all day, man. This is what we do.
We appreciate you
oh
having
my
the
god.
team on this platform. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Most
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah,
Word up.
big up to you
I hope you
guys.
get to really tune in and vibe in with the album. We
Yep.
need Canada to tap in.
Oh,
We need.
we're going to. I think if nothing else, we'll make a special edition and do this again and play the whole album.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Oh
I
do
yeah,
like
that.
it.
Let's
that's
do that.
fire.
Yeah, let's do that
That's fire.
because the vibe is blessed still. And like, if you notice, there's only a couple of times when mans are talking over each other, and that's not our fault. That's the internet's fault. So, you know what I mean? We're on the same wavelength. So, let's
Facts.
make some things happen. We got to bridge these gaps that they're putting in between us. And you know what I mean? With the internet, there's no distance that can't be covered.
That's
That's a
right.
fact.
So,
That's right.
let's get
Internet
this.
is undefeated.
Yup. Let's get this song here. Let me go to this song. Gotta find this program. There it is, right here. All right. So, who wants to do the intro?
What we doing? FYF?
Yeah,
FYF.
Prof
Yeah,
ain't
go ahead,
speak
bro.
yet. Go ahead, Prof.
I got you. It's your boy Sugar Hill Prophet, Big BH, Big Chose. Just go ahead and introduce to y'all our latest, one of our latest videos, FYF, Fuck Your Feelings, by BHCG, featuring the gang. All of us is in there. You know what I'm saying? We're
All
gonna
Shout
right.
talk
out to
our talk
Kane
for you.
Green
Yes,
Films
sir.
Ken
and
Green
produced by
Productions on
Music
the
Maestro.
video. You know what I mean? Yo, enjoy.
Right. This is the song right here, but y'all have the video. We can run that next time.
Nah, run that song. It's cool.
Yeah, run that shit.
I wake up in the morning and I tell myself, them big bags coming, we don't need no help. And I paid my dues, go bitch to somebody else. You'll soon understand niggas really the best. And if you got shit to say you with your chest. Had to go through scary hours to get this success. Promised land within reach for the family. All we ask you respect.
Oh, you ran it back?
Yep. All you asked was respect. I'm giving you that respect.
I was about to go crazy.
Oh no, you can get ready for it. Get ready for it. I'm not pulling it back this time.
If you got shit to say you with your chest. Had to go through scary hours to get this success. Promised land within reach for the family. All we ask you respect. Well-made
All
choice,
base
ready
kids
for
ready
war.
for war.
For the win,
For the
only come
win.
back
Only
to
come
settle
back
the
to
score.
step the score.
Never pay for pussy, we
Is to
embezzle
be
your wealth. I'm a big
invaluable. I'm
fish,
on
you
big
ain't on my
shit.
street
Playing on
level
my
for
street
sure.
level for sure.
Brotherhood, we shut
Brotherhood.
it down
We
in
shut
your
it
brother's
down in
hood.
your
Go
brother's
hard
hood.
for
Go
mine,
hard for
just
mine.
like my
Just
brothers
like my
would.
brothers would. Go
Run
back
it back,
for
roll
the back.
another
Roll
wood.
another
It's the
one. Just the
JB God.
JB
Make sure
God.
my brother good. Four niggas up like Harden do in the playoffs. Make fuck niggas disappear with a couple payoffs. Playing on the tarmac, ready to take off. Grind on another level, what the fuck is a day off? BACG, what you been waiting for? We here now, you ain't gotta wait no more. It's the beast, bitch. WYZ, wait, fronting for my set. Be the one, so it's coming up 2 down short. Steady begging, try to see what my 2 down for. The door is open, but niggas rather slip the door crack before you sit with us. Make sure that you can cover your tab. It's the law, bitch. Be quiet when the guards speak. Don't become a stain on that concrete. You know the vibes, you ain't even gotta ask me. It's 4 letters, my nigga.
It's Mr. Get in, get out. Type to lead the jeweler tripping while the streets is in the drought. Sunday dinner with Mars by the aim of my men the south. It's wholesale, it's nothing less than an ounce. Been hands off since I went to put the
With the
infamous.
infamous.
We more like like a syndicate. I remember when they used to say I was just an overpriced middleman. Now I'm all in for the bucks like Giannis or Chris Middleton.
Can't be the Warren Sapp of the click. Do this for JB with every rap that I spit. My choice to earn Skrilla, the package in the fit. I'm trapped up in my ways, cause these bags filled with the casket. I'm making power moves, touch a platinum in this chain. I'm starting like my dad, so the Mac is in the range. But keeping this kick one wave, you gon' see. Still HD and Ellen.
BHCG, the infamous BHCG.
Okay, cool. Get the building.
Excuse my antics. That's my
Cancun
shit.
gang.
I'm sorry.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, BHCG. Like, if you haven't heard of them before, get your head out the sand, man.
Don't go ostrich on us. You feel me?
Look,
That's a
Don't do
look,
that.
fact.
Don't do that.
Or you be
that
wearing it.
is what it is. So we're here, BHCG. You know what I mean? We've been talking to Chuck Platinum, Well Made Choice, Earn De Niro, Cancun P, Skrilla Gambino. Oh, I got everybody there. It's your boy, The Block. Is there anyone y'all want to shout out before we head out?
Yeah, shout out to Mac
Shout out to
Wyatt.
one. Yeah. hmm
Shout out to Kane
Go ahead.
Bean Films. Shout out to Ways the Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Music Maestro.
Uh-huh.
Know what I mean? Shout out to the gang, man. BH Collective Group also.
Shout out
Feel
the
me?
ladies of the Brotherhood too, man. We wouldn't be shit
Shout out
without them.
Kay Taylor. Shout out
Yeah.
Shayna. Shout out Rocks Reviews. Y'all tap
Yes,
Yeah.
in with
Shout
Rocks
out to the
Reviews too.
yes.
sisters.
You
The
feel me?
sisters.
The
Pass it to
Shout
the
out
sisters.
to the
sisters, man,
sisters.
for
Yeah.
sure.
You need your event looking right, holla at Kay Taylor. You feel me? You need you need something visual for the internet looking right. Holla at my girl Shayna. She gonna take care of you. Now Rock, she just gonna review you and make sure you have the platforms know about you. Make sure you right.
I
Yo,
mean,
mess with
so
us.
yeah.
BHCG. You know
Shout
what
out to
I'm
the
saying? Sisterhood
sisterhood.
Collective too.
SACG.
Ah, the branding, ladies and gentlemen, we're here.
Bro.
Bruh. And
That's what's
shout
Are we
up.
out to
missing anybody?
yeah. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to everybody that rock with us. All I
Shout out
gotta
to the
say is
family and the
go
family
ahead,
at
bro.
DITC.
Oh, shout out to
Yeah.
Lils, you made this. Super engineer Lils, you made this. Shout out to the whole digging in the crates. Facts. That's our extended family.
Okay. All right. Bless. All
Make sure
right.
you go get that album, BHCG. Be safe out right now. I gotta keep saying that, man. Go listen to the whole album. You won't be disappointed.
No skips.
Be safe
No
out right now.
skip.
All right. All right. That's what's up. All right. So I added y'all on Share the Shot on Instagram. Make sure you check out BH underscore Cancun underscore on IG. Follow, like, subscribe, share, add, tell people about it. As we expose the North, Culture Shock Community Cookout happening this Saturday. Info at sharetheshock.ca. Get at your boy. I got to shout out indie-rocks.ca, indie-rocks.ca for syndicating this. And just like that, we gone. Bless up.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, bro. Yeah.